Hello everyone, this is Monarch Atlantic University USA Online Learning. You are welcome to MAO Virtual Class with Dr. Delphine Onwura. Today we are going to unveil an interesting life-changing course titled Transformational Leadership and Management course. Course code TLS 715 for the Masters and TLS 415 for the Bachelors. By the end of this lesson, students should be able 1. To define transformational leadership. 2. Who is a transformational leader? 3. Well informed about the origin of a transformational leadership. Okay, so today we are going to take the introductory part of this course. And we are going to kick off by identifying and defining some of the key terms in this course. Terms like transformational, leadership, management. Okay, let's take transformational. Transformation is a radical change in form or appearance. It's a complete change in the appearance or feature of something or someone. Let's take, for example, an old building. A bungalow, for example, is old. And then you, as the owner of the bungalow, let's say the paint of the building are all worn out. And you gave the building a new painting. Let's say that the building has a blue paint earlier, and you came and gave it a facelift of, let's say, a yellow paint. You've transformed that building, given the building a new appearance, a change, a visible change. You've given the building a new appearance. The bungalow is still the bungalow, but the appearance is now transformed. So, transformational is characterized by transformation. In other words, transformational is being able to produce a visible change or improvement in someone, something, or a situation. That's what transformational is all about. Complete change in the appearance or character of something or someone or situation. Okay, and the second thing we're going to look into here is management. What is management? Management can be said to be the process of dealing with or controlling things or people in an efficient or effective manner. It is the art and the skill of getting things done through others or with people in formally organized groups. For a better understanding of management, let's get this management divided into 3 syllables. Let's have manage plus man plus T. Thus we have manage, man, T, which is what? Manage man tactfully. Management means manage man tactfully. Manage here is control. Man, people. Tactfully, the manner at which you control men matters. You know, the way you control men matters. Less they'll feel, less of themselves. So tactfully here means the way you say things, the way you do things, so that the people you are controlling will not be upset. That's it. So, management means management tactfully. Now let's go to leadership. What is leadership? Leadership, simply put, is influencing other people to follow. If you can talk people into following you, convince them to join you in whatever is it you're doing or you do, it means you have great leadership qualities. Leadership is all about influence. If you can convince people to follow you or join you in what you are doing, it means that you have a great leadership qualities. And the leadership happens at all levels within organization, society, academic field, and the ministry too. So we can say that leadership is any activities that facilitates, influences, or directs the ministry of others. Yes, that's it. So, having known the meaning of these terms, let's see what transformational leadership is all about. Transformational leadership, as the name implies, is a leadership approach that causes change in individuals and social systems. What do we mean by that? It's a theory of leadership where a leader works with his followers beyond their immediate self-interest to identify needed change, creating a vision to guide the change through influence and through inspiration, and executing the change in tandem with committed member of that group. What are we trying to say here? Let's break it down. Transformational leadership here is just a process in which leaders and followers help each other to advance to a higher level of morale and motivation. That's it. The leader and the followers, they work where the leader goes beyond the immediate self-interest of the follower to identify what needs to be changed so that transformation will be effected here. So, who is a transformational leader? A transformational leader is a leader who seeks to change existing thoughts, techniques, and goals of a follower for better results and the greater good. Yes. So what are we trying to say here? The transformational leader, they focus on visions, okay? They use charisma and enthusiasm, motivation. They are proactive in nature. What they do here is they go beyond the existing thoughts, the existing interest, the immediate interest of their followers to add more value to what they already have going on. So these transformational leaders, they are idealized. Like they are perfect. They are much more better than the way they look, in the sense that they are a moral exemplar of working towards the benefit of the thing, benefit of the organization and the community. So that's it. And this takes us to the concept of a transformational leadership. Let's take a brief introduction of the origin of transformational leadership. The concept of transformational leadership started with a sociologist called James V. Downton in 1973. History has it that in 1973, that a sociologist called James V. Downton introduced the phrase transformational leadership. And then, in 1978, another leadership expert, James McGregor Bonds, introduced the concept of transforming leadership. Get it? Transforming leadership in his descriptive research on political leaders. Now, according to James Bonds, he says that transforming leadership is a process in which leaders and followers help each other to advance to a higher level of morale and motivation. Here, he relates the transforming leadership relationship to lifting both leaders and followers together. Get it? James McGregor Bonds is of the view, the way he views transforming leadership relationship, he sees it as what? The process that lifts both the leader and the follower together. Now, in the year 1985, another researcher called Bernard M. Barras went further to extend the work of James Bonds by explaining the psychological mechanism that underlie transforming and transactional leadership. Note that. Transforming and transactional leadership. What he did is that he used the term transformational instead of transforming. Get it? James Bonds says it's what? Transforming leadership, while Bernard M. Barras used the term transformational. So he added to the initial concept of James Bonds to help explain how transformational leadership could be measured. Yes, and as well as how it impacts followers, motivation, and performance. Yes. So, for a better understanding of the concept of transformational leadership, let me give an illustration, paint a picture of a better understanding of this transformational leadership. Okay, now let's take a Monarch Atlantic University. It's a transformational center with Apostle Professor Ademolo Adesina, PhD, our amiable Vice Chancellor as our leader, and Dr. Delphine and others as his followers. Note that followers here are same as students. Now, Dr. Delphine came into MAU, that is Monarch Atlantic University, with her self-interest, okay, the vision of becoming a counselor, okay. Now, after her admission into MAU, Professor Ademolo Adesina as the leader now dives, he looks beyond Dr. Delphine's immediate self-interest and now came to a conclusion that it's not going to be okay, if I nurture this one and let her go as a counselor only. Now, she has to be a counselor and more. Are you getting it? Now, he has identified what needs to be changed in Dr. Delphine's interest. Remember, her interest earlier was just her self-interest. But now, the leader comes in and tends to give it another picture. Now, the earlier interest of her being a counselor has now changed into being a counselor and aspiring leader. Are you getting it? Okay, now, how is he going to effect this change? The leader, Professor Ademola Adesina, he creates a vision to guide the change. Remember? The change that he has identified. Now, how he effects it? He introduced a vision to guide the change. The vision which is raising leaders and making kings. Now, through influence, series of mentoring and coaching, through inspiration, he executed a radical change that transformed Dr. Delphine into a counselor and a transformational leader. So, transformational leader here is the process in which Professor Ademola Adesina and Dr. Delphine, or rather other followers, which are the instructors, help each other to advance to a higher standard and better outcome in MAU. So, from the illustration, you can agree with me that both Professor Ademola Adesina and his followers are all working towards the benefit of the team, the school, and you, the follower, into becoming your desire and a leader as well. So what are we trying to say here? That transformational leadership creates valuable and positive change in the followers with the end goal of developing followers into leaders. Get it? So, Professor Ademola Adesina has transformed Dr. Delphine into a leader. Now, it's Dr. Delphine's turn to do same to you. That's our student. And you, as student, has to be what? Warming up, preparing yourself to do same to people coming after you. It's a continuous process. They develop you, transform you, you do same to others. In one of the courses Professor Ademola Adesina taught us while we're still his student. Of course, we are still his student till now. Yes. He called it leader most valued return. You as a leader, what do you expect in return when you are training others? It is to duplicate yourself in them. Produce your like in them. So what are we saying here? That the end goal of transformational leadership is developing followers into leaders. That's it. And note this, it is not every follower that qualifies to be a leader. Yes, but only committed followers are qualified to be leaders. Let's take it again. It is not every follower that qualifies to be a leader, but only committed followers are qualified to be leaders. So, now the question is, how committed are you as a follower to be adopted as a leader? Second question, would you be humble enough to take instructions from your leader and your instructors as well? It's very important. And the third one, will you be willing to submit to your leader without arguing? These are very important. So, this question actually it's going to lead us to our next topic, which is our next lesson, which is trait of a transformational leader. In other words, the characteristics of a transformational leader. And we are also going to be looking into the concept of transforming and transactional leadership, their differences and the similarities. So, in conclusion of this introductory lecture on transformational leadership and management course, take this as you take home from this course, that transformational leaders offers followers something more than just working for self-gain. They provide followers with an inspiring mission and vision and give them an identity. Let's take it again. You can call it a memory verse. Transformational leaders offers followers something more than just working for self-gain. They provide followers with an inspiring mission and vision and give them an identity. All right. This is much we can take from this course for today. So students are to check their emails for further notes and assignments on this course. And on a general assignment on this course, you are to write a paper page of the following. Okay, just one. Is Professor Ademola Additional PhD a transformational leader? If yes is your answer, state your reasons. If your answer is no, why? So, we really have a wonderful time today. Signing out is Dr. Delphine Onwura, the instructor for this course. Thank you for choosing Monarch Atlantic University. And remember that we are still in the business of raising leaders and making kings. Shalom.